cold, it's rainy, it's windy.
From Georgia, she was
I don't know. This is a bad day to work at the fair.
With the rainstorm sweeping through the New York metro area, the World of Wonders will not see a lot of paying customers on this weekday evening at the Meadowlands Fair. Nonetheless, a new sideshow tent stands at ready, and crew members, including co-owner Ward Hall, have unveiled a series of kitschy banners. The new look reflects ever-changing public tastes and uncertain economic times.
And this is a new tent this year, 2010. It's kind of a vinyl tent. It's a lot lighter than the canvas tent of the previous year.
It's smaller, it's lighter, and this is the first time it's been up in the air, and it actually went up pretty easy. The tent went up easy. Arranging all the boxes was what the ordeal was. All the exhibit boxes inside. I think the tent's going to do well.
So when we originally came here and we had the museum, and then we changed it into a regular 10-in-1 sideshow act. And then after a few years, we changed it to an illusion show. So we had all illusions, primarily.
Back in time when you was with that evil witch doctor, you think gorilla. Wake up. Oh no, she's out!
And so now this year, we've taken out all the illusions and have put back the wax figures of the famous freaks of the past and a couple of mummies and the things that were... So it's back to being more of a museum.
You know what though? I can tell you, since the illusions have been eliminated, there have been about 100% less beefs. Since the Snake Girl and the Spider Girl have been retired, the show inside now is museum pieces and it is working acts. And people are far less likely to complain if they see a bunch of wax figures and then see some real people doing cool things.
A forest runs strong in my family.
This year we don't actually have much of a ballet show. The ballet is mostly a tape with the girl with the snake on stage for distractions.
The performance right now is 4 people. 2 girls, 2 guys.
The flow of acts now, at this spot, people will meander through the museum, and then when they get about to the stage where we can see them, Red Stewart starts. He gives a little introduction, does a blockhead routine. Then I come out and introduce the electric chair, and one of the girls, either Natalie or Sunshine, performs the Electra act. Natalie lifts a big weight with her tongue, which I usually narrate that for her. I come out and try to pitch the little freak books, and then get down on the bed of nails, which can be fun. And then the blow-off. And this time the blow-off is probably my favorite thing in the whole sideshow world. It's an exhibition of bouncers. Bouncers.
If you have your donation in hand, come up here to the front of the line, and we will let you in to see the children of the Forgotten Fathers. Thank you very much, sir. You guys can go right in there.
What's the most difficult part of being with the show?
Probably just the physical strain of having to keep up with everything, trying to make sure that the show is okay in a storm, setting it up in conditions that are hot or rainy or cold or sticky.
For savvy showman Chris Christ and Ward Hall, the ballet stage is the focal point of the whole operation. That's where the finely honed skills of front talker Tommy Breen come into play, especially when crowds on the midway are thin.
Watch as Sunshine wrestles the giant snake, and watch as I swallow the sword. You ready, Janet?
Let's have some fun! Hi, come on in! Hello, come on in! Let's have some fun!
Yep. It's tough out here. There's no one in either direction, but we got a couple in. It's looking like rain's coming in. Wind and rain, our worst enemy.
So what are you doing?
Right now I'm going to roll the banners up, so they don't catch the wind like a sailboat and blow us away. And gonna put that tape on real loud and try to get people in.
But rain is not the only concern for co-owner Chris Christ and his band of performers.
Weather is fine because we all know how to handle what happens when a storm comes. The economy is the real problem. Hoping it'll recover, really. I mean, I know I'm watching my money closely.
When I got back from World of Wonders last year, it took me 3 months to find a job, and I finally found a job at a corner pharmacy, working the front cashier for just part-time, $7.75 an hour, not very much. And then that business closed down because the economy's that bad. So I figured I would make that an opportunity. So I figured I'd go where the big bucks are, and that'd be World of Wonders, and that's where I am right now.
I don't think it was this bad in 1938 when all the circuses went broke. And yet I know, because I hear from around the country, the circuses are doing well. This fair has, they only charge $8 to get in the gate. And there are 10 free shows.
The World of Wonders is not one of those free attractions. Even when fairgoers are few and far between, sideshow crew members still unfurl the colorful banners and hope their efforts will be rewarded at the ticket box and inside the tent.
On the worst day, it's just unbearable. On the worst day, I'd rather be anywhere else in the world, but I always end up sticking around.
From the Meadowlands Fair in East Rutherford, New Jersey, I'm Lane Talbert.
Don't miss it. Hurry along. Come in. Stay as long as you like. And leave when you're satisfied. It's showtime.